Hey, what's up, everyone? We should just have an episode where we just talk like Batman. Or something like that.
Yeah. I could talk like Christopher Walken, and you could talk like Batman.
There you go. I mean, they were in the same movie, right? I mean, Christopher Walken was in a Batman movie before.
Yeah.
He goes, "A Bruce Wayne? Why you dressed up like a Batman?"
All right.
And then Catwoman says, "Because he is Batman."
Batman. Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to another edition of On a Couch Talking Sports, episode number 55. As always, I'm Robbie. This is Kyle. Kyle, how you doing tonight?
Robbie, I got a belly full of ice cream, and I'm ready to go.
That is, yeah, so do I. So that's a very true statement right there. But so for tonight's episode, we want to sort of take a trip down memory lane. You know, we do that from time to time here on On a Couch Talking Sports.
We got
in our minds,
a lot of tickets, like we got round trips planned and everything. So it's how we go.
Because here in the great state of Massachusetts, the great city of Boston, there are a lot of terrific sports venues, and one of them is the TD Garden, home of the Bruins and Celtics. And among going to Bruins and Celtics games there, we've also had the opportunity over the years to go see on multiple occasions our alma mater, Wellesley High School, play at the TD Garden. And those are, I think the memories actually stick out more than any Bruins or Celtics game. Because it's your hometown team, it's your alma mater, it's your high school,
it has that really tight connection,
So what we wanted to do is we wanted to sort of share with you those memories, those experiences of us seeing the Wellesley Raiders playing at TD Garden. And we're going to start off with a game that was actually played back when we were both in high school, back in 2008, our senior year in high school. Our girls basketball team made I won't call it a Cinderella run because they were a pretty high seed, but they made a terrific run all the way to the school's first ever, or the program's first ever state championship. And along the way, they had the chance to play in the state semifinals at TD Garden against the actually defending state champion at the time, Lincoln Sudbury. Kyle, I guess let's get right into it. I mean, you and I had a chance to go into that game. Just sort of take us through what you remember from that night of seeing the Raiders at the Garden.
Well, it was definitely an experience. We obviously didn't pack up the entire stadium like an actual Celtics game, but still, it was. I just love seeing the audience had a lot of character. I remember there was a lot of people cheering on the side. They got the big signs and everything. They got their whole dance routine set up just to cheer on Wellesley girls basketball, and I thought that was a really great thing. It was a really great time for the high school to come together and watch a really good game.
Yeah, actually, it's kind of a cool experience because, you sort of experience it as if we were going to a Celtics game because we got on the tee and took it into the game and, watched the game in the same seats that you would if you were watching a Celtics game. And as I said, Wellesley won the game. I think it was 39-32 or something like that. I think that was the best part is that, not only getting to see them play at the Garden, but also having them win the game as well.
Yeah, it was a really good game because Lincoln Sudbury was a good team, if I remember correctly.
Defending state champs at the time.
There you go, you said it.
So, all right, so the next game we went to, because that was a great game, but fast forward a few years, Kyle and I had the opportunity to go see another exciting game, this time featuring the Wellesley Raider boys basketball team. This was actually just about a year or so ago. Maybe a year and a half ago. Played St. John's Prep in I think it's called the TD Good Sports Invitational or something. It was a day long of just high school basketball on the Garden parquet floor, and Wellesley had the chance to play St. John's Prep, a very talented team, out of the very tough Catholic Conference, and Wellesley pulled out the win by 2 points. It was just a throwing game down to the wire, and Kyle, again, just sort of take us back for what you remember, because that was, like I said, a very exciting game as well.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I just remember having a great time. It was just another really great game against a great team. Well, two. I mean, both teams are. Um, yeah, it was just a really good game. I guess I don't know. I feel bad. I don't remember as much as I thought I would, but it was just a great experience just going to the TD Bank North again. So,
Yeah.
or they used to call it the Bank North.
It was the TD Bank North the first garden, the first time we went to. Now it's just the second time it was just the TD garden.
Yeah. So sorry for the lack of memories on that one. I apologize.
But even for that one, it was actually
That's kind of embarrassing.
It was actually a pretty decent crowd as well. From what I remember, a lot of Wellesley fans and a lot of St. John's Prep fans made the trip, and also you had the games prior and the game after. Sort of the fans were working as well. So it was actually a very good environment.
It was actually probably if I do remember correctly, if I remember one thing, it was that there were definitely, because you're right, it was that rotating fan base. So you're right, you did have a lot of. It was actually pretty crowded, so it was nice. Yeah.
And we actually got to sit pretty close to the floor. I remember that. It's always nice when you could go sit like right down by the benches for $10.
Courtside seats. I mean, never that. Yeah, right, for $10. That's like
for $10. That's pretty impressive. So, yeah, I mean, just two great basketball games and two games won by Wellesley, which were very exciting.
And I think really quickly, didn't we also go to one that had, I think it was like Franklin High School in Mansfield?
Well, Franklin and Mansfield were playing. Franklin and Mansfield.
Was that the same game?
Franklin and Mansfield were playing later that day.
Oh, okay.
We didn't actually see that game. They were playing later that day at the Garden.
Yeah, I'm thinking of because I think we went another time at the Garden.
You and I. No. You and I went and saw Franklin hockey play in the state championship game the year before.
I know, we're in the subject of basketball. Wow, I really got a case of the Mondays today. Today's Monday for those of you guys see this episode later on in the week. Yeah, today's Monday for us, the time we're recording.
And Monday for all of you too, but
yeah, I have a really bad case of the Mondays today, so I apologize if I...
No, you're doing fine. You're doing just fine. That's right. This is on a Couch Talking Sports. We're not on ESPN here, so you're okay.
True. If I was on ESPN, I'd be in big trouble right away.
So, what I want to go into, finishing up talking, because I've had the opportunity actually on two different occasions to announce Wellesley games at the TD Garden because the girls' ice hockey team made two trips, back-to-back years, 2014 and 2015, to the state championship game. 2014 was against Westwood, and 2015 was against Falmouth.
Okay.
And unfortunately, they lost both occasions, which was tough. But still, I got to announce two games at the TD Garden from the 6th floor, from like the suites that they have there. So I mean, it was just a really, really cool thing. I got my press pass.
So cool.
Got a press pass, everything. I was like official press, and just to be able to go up there and see the teams play and see two great games was just something I'll remember for the rest of my life. So I know Kyle was not there, unfortunately, but still
I couldn't make it to that.
But still, I mean, it was a pretty cool experience. I mean, seeing those other two games was great, especially the state semifinals, because it was like the highest level of like high school basketball. It was like the first time seeing a Wellesley team at the Garden.
Yeah.
So that was a lot of fun, but just to actually get to say that I announced at the Garden. That's like a whole other
ballpark right there. I mean, man, that sounds so epic.
Yeah. So,
cool.
And who knows? Maybe I'll be able to do it again next year if the girls do well. So who knows? But all right. So now that we've wrapped that up, well, first of all, do you have any other thoughts to add to this? Do you have any other thoughts or?
No.
All right.
Pretty all set with this. Yeah.
Good. So we're gonna move on now to our monologues, our favorite part of the episode. I'm going to go first. It's kind of interesting. We actually have on in the background, you guys can't see, but we have on in the background the Little League World Series. And I was on Twitter earlier today and couldn't help but notice a lot of people were being very critical of the players at the Little League World Series.
Really?
Because they're at the Little League World Series. I mean, when I was a kid growing up, you're always taught, be good sports, show good sportsmanship, respect the opponents, and, just have fun playing the game. And at the Little League World Series, what some players will do is, like, when an opposing player hits a home run, they'll, like, high-five them as they're going around the bases, congratulate them, which in my opinion is good sportsmanship.
Yeah, exactly.
But some of the fans were just being so critical of these players for doing it, being like, it's not real baseball, you're not supposed to congratulate your opponents for hitting a home run off you or something. Like, I was just like, come on, these are 11 through 13-year-old kids playing in a once-in-a-lifetime experience. They're like, they're making friends with some of their opponents and stuff like that. This is not the major leagues. If you want to go criticize bad sportsmanship, go criticize the major leagues. I mean, with all the steroids and bad sportsmanship and dirty hits that we see in the pro game on a daily basis, to see just sort of youth and innocence and just kids having a great time, and to see them just acting like good sports should, to criticize that is really, I really think so. I mean, these people just kind of need to get a life. Let me put it that way.
Would you rather just see the kids like break out in fights in the dugout or something like that, or
I mean,
throw like broken bats at each other, or seriously, you guys are criticizing like middle schoolers?
Yeah, okay. It's just. I just thought it was really stupid, and I think some people just need to get a life and understand that it's called sportsmanship for a reason. So kids, if any Little League World Series kids are watching this, don't change what you're doing. You guys are doing the right thing. You're being good sports. And
honestly, you guys are paving the way, I feel like, to other sports and to the major leagues even. You're giving a good example for everyone else to, Yeah.
So don't stop doing what you're doing.
Don't stop believing.
So that's all I have for my monologue. Kyle, I know you have something on your mind that you want to go over, so why don't you take it away?
I do. I actually wanted to take the time to just give a shout out to Hometown Weekly, which is a local website that spans across several different towns, including our town, Wellesley. And
you actually have to think about that for a second.
I'm in Monday mode. Right? I have to think about everything before I say it. That's what I get for working with 2-year-olds for a living. But anyway, so I just want to give them a shout out. I just want to show them our appreciation that they wrote an article about us. They mentioned our show, so I just wanted to. Thank you for talking about us.
Thanks, Hometown Weekly.
That's awesome.
Thank you for putting a picture of me and this fine gentleman here right up on the top of the article for the whole world to see. Well, actually, I think it was more like a screen grab from like one of our. It wasn't even as much a picture; it was like a screen grab of.
I think it was
of one of our episodes. So.
Yeah.
For the record, I'm not trying to rain on Kyle's parade here, but for the record, the article was kind of about me, but for them to include him was, I thought, really nice, and I tried to include him as well, talking about the show and stuff like that. But I just want to point out for the record, the article was technically about me, but I don't want to rain on his parade, but.
But I thought the article was about me, Robbie. It was supposed to be about me and how awesome I am. They just mentioned one word. No, it actually was about Robbie and how about his blog that he has, which you should definitely check out.
WellesleySportsBlitz.com.
Do it.
That's right. All right. Well, now that we got that out of the way, we hope you enjoyed another exciting edition of On a Couch Talking Sports. As always, I'm Robbie. He's Kyle. We'll see you next time for episode number 56. Until then, so long, everyone.